Alright, for me mama kwaba edmoba GH.TV so ye de tweda bonyakopo wasimpe penzo a wode yen aba abedru musumfo emos aidan me ena matana sen sama hodo a ye twegu we nya mesumo ena me de brewe mesrewe ne di mu a kan hono nya subscribe ya oba subscribe ya no wa share no leave comment na face like page no e de amaye mesrew wo subscribe ya kai say notification bell no be me aso no select all. Said the idea never to be out on Sabekana with me a DH. Yabuafo ni jidifo nyina nyankopon hwamo se modaso kai hoboaye na mboye nchidom pa twedampo nyankopon hwamo. Yegusuara ewo afina wieye ane kasema na ye de 2024 akogu ne ya hye 2025 ase. Abusuafo 2024 abra ye ba besimu na 2023 ya yebi wura 2024 no catcher say ensem a ebetwagu ewo ye nyamesom no ebedoso na titru yen asofo ene ye difo a omu claim say omu ye nyankopon enkrofo no enye papa nti omu nyina beda wo ho adi na ensenchene ahodo a ekoso nyina ema meni umi no ye hunu nyame ye nyame nkrofo kan a omo yemu enkom sha hodo bai ewo election nemu obi ekase oye ne die 2023 obi krase ni enkom sha no wo share no be 2016 say die say obi kan ne die before obi a person wo kire say ni enkom sha no ebemu fine say ebemu samba mu enye hore ne hiame me problem kese pa eye de ekoso ewo asofo akukudam sa asofo akukudam foi omuna ye beka ne se nipa dombi ete wo hu anase wo were ahye wo mu sa omo kasa ye nim se efri nyankopon kan na endiye bi koso ye betia ne se prophet Badu Kobi edi aba ho se me na me hye nkom na wo Reverend Owusu Bempah abejia ta ne ni ase obenwanse yese opamwa da kwa yedom prophet 1 or say ono na o hye nkom adana ni video e boy 2016 MPP beko opposition for 16 years ehu ya ne say Reverend Owusu Bempah so dia ba beto so ombeko opposition 16 years I say I say competition obia pese o kyerese ono ne de ena yendi akire enye wo monko a ye wo nkrofo a o maheda I say an ena me na mekoka we ena me ka I say e kamea ye say bribi ekoso sese ye no na ba be ye topic entokwa e wo nkomhye ho ena edi ehim e wo ye my Ghana e Christo sum a areho other religions emba bontin be ka bibia benim se bia omo de omo anye bribia mfa ye die anase ye kankro ya somdwe ho ewo man mu dia mentime nkyere abusuafo ya tete prophet Badu Kobi ne nsem babebo abekyerekere ne nsem mu enra ye nyina ye hunu Reverend Owusu Bempah ono nso babekyerekere ne nsem mu obekere se chese ne nsem nyina no kire se wo I say wo time wo envy me I say wo ya ho ya wo nyame anka wo pe na we ni breme aha that is the word we ni breme eni ade na me de I say nsem no bebre na ene video ambebo ye nra prophet Badu Kobi esan ba bontin bio asan ba be kasa se wosi meni brew dien me mache 300 cars me wodi dien o tre die waye a ne senti eni kwanse ne ni kobrew bi anase enti mbase ne ni brew bi because wa wosi meni brew no ne me wani mu chen me makobia chen ba bia magura no wu ngura ho ebusiafo ye difo ye besua de pa na wo de yendi kan ye nko ne yenkotie ye difo ne nsema hodo a obodi atutwa eye prophet Badu Kobi ne nsemu a enra ne pulpit so ɔde bɛto dwa a ɔkae yɛnkɔ na yɛmmra yɛba na afei na yɛmente ho a mewɔ ɛhɔ ɛna yɛmene mmienu yɛadesua mesrɛw tie nie na yɛ a wo nso wate wo ho yɛnkɔ na yɛmmra sesia.
What did I say? Victory is what? A journey. Continue. Victory is a process. You don't come last day and take glory. Victory is a journey. Victory is a process. It takes time. You can't start something in October or start something in September and say you have won in December. No. It takes time. Who is listening to me? I'm setting the record straight again because this morning God told me, talk about this again and leave it. Don't talk about it again. And so I'm obeying him to do what he said. Now listen, that's what I've stated. Victory is a process. Victory is a journey. And anybody can join when it is close to victory. But the start, few started. Many on the social media writing, Badu Kobi is envious, Badu Kobi is jealousy. A man who has given out over 300 cars, how can I be jealous? If I was a jealous man, I wouldn't be a giver. A man who has given over 10 houses, how will I be jealous? I'm not a jealous man, I'm speaking truth. And I give Ghana only 4 months. The truth about 2024 elections will come out. Those who did it right and those who did it wrong. I give Ghana 4 months. The truth will come out. There will be confessions here and there because heaven has written it that way. And the truth will come out. And some will be disgraced. I am not a boastful person, so they are writing Badu Kobi is bragging. I'm not a braggart. I didn't come on earth to brag. I came on earth to do what is written about me and to finish it. I've said it, and it's a whole long thing, so I'm just captioning, I'm just making it brief. I said 2002, God used me to prophesy about John Mahama to be president, to his family. 2007, he came mainstream, and his coming to be vice president was through me to John Evans Atamils in my office. And for those who are talking and saying Badu Kobi want to have a place, I have had access with 7 presidents. I don't need a president before I talk about national and international matters. I have 1 president. What happened to them? They disobeyed. It happened. I've gone to nations that when I get to airport, they put me in a convoy. And the first time I sat in convoy, I really complained. I've enjoyed a lot. I've been to Burkina Faso. And carry me from airport to the presidency. Cars. So I've seen it. Those who are talking, they've not seen it. They've not even seen one. So I don't have any competition with them. I don't have competition with them. One day, I gave one of them, or a person talking, I gave him a car. It is Lexus, a Lexus, top of the range. It was from a politician in a nation. So, Badu Kobi doesn't need recognition. have already has access to presidents in their presidential palaces. Those who are talking, they have not seen once. They have not even, nobody has invited them to their presidency before. So I'm not envious. I'm not jealous. I am only saying truth. Yesterday, a politician in this land called me and told me, we know. And because he was close to President Mills, he said, we know that through you, John Mills became president of the land. I am not a jealous man. If I was looking for glory, I would have made pomp and pageantry of John Mohammed's victory. But I'm not doing it. Have I been doing it? No. Why? This thing, it comes and it goes. Today chosen, tomorrow you exit. When they exit as presidents, you visit them. And I have been having that encounters. Nobody now looks for them except loved ones. But when they are in power, everybody's looking for them. So I've seen it all. It is the small boys in town who are making noise. And those making noise, I carried him into the midst of a party. So I'm not bothered. They can talk. The bloggers who are paid can write whatever. Those who are wise are speaking the truth. Even a fierce nigga is speaking the truth. Everybody is speaking the truth. Except those few. Like I read this morning, Badu Kobi is envious, jealous that a man of God has been given Land Cruiser. So he said, what is Land Cruiser? And then comes John Mahama to be the running mate of John Evans at Fifi Atamils. Then I come to this church, I prophesy, John Mills will die so and so date. You were here. And he died that same date. Thereon, John Mahama takes over. It means what the prophecy is has started. He loses 2016. And his loss, 2025, I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain the spiritual side, the evil side, and then the natural side. And very soon, 2016 election, the truth, it will come out. So he loses. He goes home. I spoke about him before he lost, that he should win. And I'm not bothered that I said so, because whatever happened in 2016 is not perfect, it's permissible. And I told you that since you are choosing Nanado, Ghana will not be a good place again. And people say Badu Kobi is lying. Did it happen or not? And I also told you he will be the worst president that same time. And some said Ghana will be sweet. I said it's not true. Pastor Kennedy is here for about 3 years. Even he will just go and write, because people were prophesying, and I said it will not be so. And then it will happen that what I said is so. And then Pastor Kennedy is here. He can recall. Then people will be angry, and he said, your prophecy hasn't come to pass. I don't lie. Oh. I say what is this. Men of God who said, prophet, you can't miss prophecy. Now they've missed theirs. It's like that. You don't know who is doing some things with his God. Who is pushing for God to say, take it. So, I made time with him. 2016 into 17 coming. I will only tell you me and his life after he's on the seat for some time. Then I will open up what Ghanaians said, including those prophets, what they said, the lies they said about him. because I will write some things for him, for his book when he finishes presidency. And then I'll tell Ghanaians what we discussed. And then they'll get to know it was lies. Like that stood for him. This, that. Now, only for 2024 elections. I started it immediately after 2020 elections. I had already, from 2017 coming, had to reverse a lot the spiritual men had done against him, including those who are shouting. I repeat, and I said, as I said, some flushed him into toilet so that he will never ever come back to presidency, so that their prophecy will be true. And God said, deal with this, deal with that, deal with it, deal with that. So before 2020, he was now having the appeal of the people. And then we finished 2020, now 2021 starts, and God said, start it now. Can I tell you the time I started it? Only 3 months after 2020 election. Only 3 months. I started. These people will resist him from becoming president again. Deal with it. This thing will happen. Deal with it. This thing will happen. Deal with it. But God told me that whatever happens, John Mahama will be president in 2024. So, I should have said it on 31st December 2021. But because of IGP Dampare's statement that no prophet, I pushed it to, I think, January 1st or 2nd. And I said it. That nobody can change it. So if you are coming in this year, close to election, you say nobody. I said it in 2021. And then I will come and say this. Sometimes I will come and say Ashantis will be divided. Do you remember? Now we are going to send all the videos out. I said Ashantis will not vote for him. It will be there will be a divided thing. I said it. Then I said there will be confusion in the party. Then I came and told you Alan Cheremantin will leave the party. The question is, how was it happening? When God tells me, even with prophecy, he will say, spiritually, go and do this. When you do it, it will happen. It's a whole work. I repeat, and I said it 2 weeks ago. John Mahama's win is a combination of power and wisdom. So they should ask Badu Kobi, how come there were divisions in MPP? And I'll tell them what God told me and what God used me to do. They should ask Badu Kobi, how come Prophet Victor Kusibwati, who prophesies and it comes to pass, only for this time, his prophecy did not come to pass. It is not him. It is a spiritual work. It is a covenant work. And it ended on 31st July 2024. That's what the day God said, my son Victor Kusibwati prophesies. He's my son. He's powerful. I gave him the power. He didn't take it from any other wrong source. No, I gave him the power. I love him. He obeys me. But for these elections, I won't give it to him. I will give it to you. So, I even said Kennedy Yapon will not leave MPP. I know why I said so. I later came one day and said, I've seen 2024 elections. How we voted. It's like, it was for NDC, but as we finished, they mentioned MPP. Who remembers? Let me tell you why I said so. I was talking about use of rigging and use of force. I wanted MPP to know. I know what they are going to do. And I wanted NDC to sit up. So when that prophecy came, people didn't understand. Then MPP started, Badu Kobi saying, we are going to win 2024. It was not so. It was for them to know their rigging, Badu Kobi has found out. And number two, that NDC should sit up because they were too complacent. The Ghanaians are saying they will win, they will win. You don't win anyhow. So I came and said that. I left. Then I came back and I spoke to all of you and I said on 31st December last year, a year ago, I said the election, John Mahama will win. Then I continued and I said that whatever rigging and people will do, it will not work. Why? I had finished dealing with the rigging matter spiritually. And so I said it. Now my last time was Gifty Osei's You Cook program. And then I said it to Ghanaians. I said, MPP can do anything. They can win. Why? I had finished. For God. Not for myself. Some NDC people were working against JM so that he will lose. And then they will become flag bearer. I stopped it to the glory of God as he directed me. For the NDC parliamentary seats, God used me to work it. And I gave you the evidence. I showed you the list which was given to me in early 2024. That every 7th, I speak on it, I sacrifice towards it. And then you saw that overwhelming win of seats. Because the man who was coming, when I prophesied in 2022, I said there are 2 things. And one was parliamentary. He was having the list. So if he has the list, he can't rule Ghana. So it must be worked on. So I did it to the glory of God. Now, why did I touch Kumasi on Elections Day? I touched Kumasi on Elections Day because he directed me on that last day. Go there. Walk through it. Stop everything. You have already done it, and the sacrifice for voter apathy. When I say sacrifice, everybody open your ears and listen. It is not any wrong, it is financial sacrifice. I did it before August for voter apathy. So that not only for Kumasi, for 16 regions. But Kumasi is the main place. So I had to step there by direction on the election day to let it work. Who's listening to me? So everything I did, I know what I did. Everything you saw happen in MPP, I know what I did. Even the last time, which is around August coming, I'm saying this publicly. Nana Addo wanted to step down for Bawumia to take over. I once told you here. Do you know what I did? I listened to God, got the direction, stopped it. Because if Bawumia becomes president, he's on the seat. Voting him out will not be easy. He can reduce anything. Ghanaians will go with it. By the time we get to know, we have voted for him. God's word won't come to pass. So I had to spiritually ask God, what do I do? For Nana Addo to stop it, not to hand over to Bawumia. Some people in the party, that's what I'm saying publicly. Some people in the party was telling Nana Addo, go and let him take over. And his family was saying no. What I'm saying for Nana Akufo-Addo to hear me. I stopped it by his glory. Nana Akufo-Addo should have died. And God told me, don't let him die. I have a reason for him to stay. It is for a reason. Let him stay. I had to stop it. And he must stay to see some things. On the 31st, I said something. I said, and people go to opposition, and when they go to opposition, coming back to power. I said it on 31st December 2023. God will use me to determine when they come back to power. I was the one who suffered under their regime. And God will let me decide when they will come to power. So listen to me. I won't talk about this again, but I give you only 4 months. The truth about 2024 elections, it will all come out. Those who did the right thing, those who didn't do the right thing, there will be confessions. God takes the glory about 2024 elections. And thanks be to God for bringing John Mahama back to power. Clap before I continue. So for those who are writing, Badu Kobi is envious. Envious of what? About what? I have lived great life on earth. What am I envious of about again? I've dashed people cars which are worth over $100,000 and never was worried. What am I worried about in life again? I want God to take the glory. Not any man parading himself as anything else. And they can talk. I won't let anybody, including Pastor Kennedy, talk back.
I was here for Prophet Badu Kobi and the near brother. Watch it in some more. Watch it in some more. When your first time I watch it in some more. What touch it, chimpa. What me chirimwa. Na, masim bisa. Me pese me no me ye din ho abubu ene se. Why na ye adwuma ma no? De di kai. So ye adwuma e de ma wo bi. Ye wo wura bi. E na ma yen assignment. Ye di ama no. Ana se e ya de aye yan kasa de de ato ye ho so se ye keke. Minim se me question no e mu da ho a. Ye wo wura bi adwuma. And what the ama yen say, yen divo, yen sempakafo, yen mesom for Christopher. Say yen enfamano, ye shefo. Ana say, ye yankase ye juma wurafo. Ena, ye yankase ye juma bi. Eni ubia, ena, o she yen say ye bribi. Na, si wura bi ena asoma yen dia eni ade no bi ade ne nsa sidi busa me ti omo ye nyina eye me ye kan se abri biara wo ye nyame nipa na wode wonsa isi wobo se me abri bia obeye me no bronsam wia bepese ye nyina ye ni daho ubiara o de nsa sidi bubiara because sa ena bronsam ye according to the Bible ewo heaven said ye nimu no osoro bronsam hyase de nsa si ne bo ena mena mayewi ena mena miyewi ena mena miyewi senkanya mi a enka anye sei senye sei ya enka anye mo amunim Bible no prophets no muni bi mekan. Enti edru baabi ade a ye frɛ a hantan ordinance si ne boka se ese bronsam sa no ye so ordinance si ne boka se according to the Bible. Enti abri biara obenwu odiifo bi a ordinance si ne boka sa me maka o page we zu da bia ye ni madiifo mo do msa si ombo. Enti wa upe bribi asua wa baha no na ekyerɛw sɛ ɛyɛ ade baako pɛ na ɔde behu odiifo kan biara ɛka sɛ ɛnyɛ mahoɔden ɛnyɛ mitumi na ɛmom ɛyɛ otwedi amponyankopɔn. Enti ɔmfa enimonyam hyɛ no ɛmma ne ho ɔde enimonyam hyɛ no ɛmba twedi amponyankopɔn de ɔsoma no sɛ omra medi dwuma. But yembisa ye diifo yi te sɛ de Prophet Badu Kobi keka no ye. So wode enimonyam no ma ɔno ane ho anaase wode ma wobi anaase wode ma nyankopɔn anaase sɛ yembisa Reverend Owusu Bempah sɛ ɔde enimonyam no ma ne ho anaase ɔde enimonyam no ma nyankopɔn a ɔda ne ɔma didi kyerɛ no no ade nti ne yɛde yɛnsa si yɛbo ɛko edi ye ho ntokwa. For what reason? na me twene ho a bisa me ho say aden are we I have my microphone because Nyankopon na wono no daade edi kire wo no wono wa relax you won't say ono obi akontokwa e free say Nyankopon o hwe din ensuo toy korache wa yi din wo hwe ha say wo pebere mu ya yemfa nkwaye ho saa na yen ono na soma yen say yemfa asem no mfa nko wo ye somafo keke na wakugina baabi akowro wo shete kokontokwa for what reason? Prophet Badu Kobi say asem we won ka biem se wo be ka biem so won ka biem ono nasem se Reverend Owusu Bempah be ba be yia no so me yia no ono nasem but me pese me kire se wo ye nyame difu a ye difu djuma no ye mbisa se difu a yen ye hwe won so wo twere sem no mo hwan ena mote se wakogina baabi e de ne sasi ne boka se eye me ena wan na wote se ono obi kontokwa bi se Nyankopon na ena me na odifo we ena me na wan na wote se ono obi kontokwa e wadi ye wan enti ye bisa ye ho se are we true men of God me dear me catch her say or say duana ba e de behu duakro abana duana eso no e na obehu duakoa saa duakoa eso saa abano enti mo claim say mo ye nyame nkrofo nyame adifo nyina me kiremo mo say de mo ye ene de mo kano e kire say you are not true men of God. Adana me church prophecy any sa visions any revelations mo nyina mo de na nye revelations na enye visions but eye prophecies which is okay any kwan se mo involve Nyankopon wo ene he se wudi prophecy achi a de bia obekọ ho ntokwa because e wo akoma so ade na obese bam nti edifo ne wan fo na achiata wani ase a wo pese wo ya na de eda wo akoma so no bamu no e be ntokwa se ya because Nyankopon da bibie di nkyere wo e yo mo ankasa enim die bi o madwene se de be ya o mo ho beto mo se can say President Mahama Ba menya me fa ahudie se Dr. Baumia Ba menya me fa ahudie se chese eno a ena adane ntokwa ebuziafo ye kone sen ewo ye Kristo somo. That is the question maybe some but be pese wo a wo hwemi anasa utiem no woni da ho said the omo ye no ekire say they are not true men of God because Nyankopon krofo bi eni wa ombeko Nyankopon adi ye never ne nkomhye kra nya adi ye ye nkomhye ombeko nkomhye no enti Nyankopon kan hwenkyere won omo ankasa enunti ena ma omo ko ntokwa no ena wa wiya me nkomhye ena menam di kan hye nkom ena mena sa ahantan ena ebura ye difu no enti se wo difu a wo hye nkom no wie nanka enkom no bamu a wo da Nyankopon ase na wo ka se ma wie madwuma because me be hye nkom ena nkom na bamu awie asa obi anim wo mo hye nkom e wo Ghana ha etinya wo na oba be fa record ena kofa paper bra mi e kofa we bra mi na me mbobo bodin ena wa na ayedien wo ye somafo keke enti ye soma otumfo se tutu a otoso mienu asante hene esoma me Amos sa me mfa lete emfa nkoma gamanche e won kran memu na men kan kire ne se letter no kan a ontu ho na montem me masemo a me wo kan ne se nana otumfo se letter na wo kan wia to ho na montem asa enya me na me kwa akosiesie ka aka se chinchin a otumfo se kamanche e kan letter ni wia ontu na montem di me chi na shekam di na content mana se me de fo wo e wa brekra wo nim letter na nkasa kra e bi mu asem untimi nko yiri gamanche se chinchin atwan yesi men kan chiro se wo kan letter ni wia to ho na mo na wo gina naso na afidi yebi wia se na apeta den to kwa me na me de letter ko ma eye gamanche e na me na me ka kire ne se o ayo untu ho na mo enti otu ho na mo no eye me na me ka kire wo vre fi se eye obi na asuma otumfu obi enu masem no wakogina ba bi ka enti yasuma wo na afidi as a meeting within meeting ebusiafo ye nyame adwuma anase ye die bai minim se bia wo a wo hweme no adano na rasompa hene na bechia o se akwa we de obi abaye bia obeka ho asem jeso obekire se o se onno onim no kore no no kore ba akope na di utwasa ne nim se ne chiachia enti wadwene be ye o se no kore na wo to hoka anase ogina hoka but ye ya we kire no yesi ball pa ye kasi obi nim ball ba enye players no spectators na ye nim ball boche players everywhere enti ne yetimi dingrofo bi atem asemojan hwese do si bobo na akose penalty ali dinatem ena ball we no bobo na o twena nke wo se far left na ko far right ena nka wo se odin left ball ena went me far ball and right no the boy ena wo se nka chest hands wa ball ena ko head ye nim ball papa ena wo se nka ewosenka menanka ewosenka kwawe enko twifa ha na duru ha na wosenka opo shot ena wosenka onya abotre na yenimbo papa nanso ye bo wie sansem ni nyina ko wie a why mu na eje fans no di ogina field na so nti ye ya ye wa kire no hwe yenimbo yie se mu ni mu ha ye ka kire mo ye ya ye wa kire no de mo ye no yenimbe bia ekeka dekro yesremo mumma edifu juma no humbre nyam na respect bad ye ni mu a ebebo abankrofo eni ache ho se obetie de edifu na eka but de mo ye ugu edifu juma mti usi ha ebia onso wa dwinkyere bi anasa wo mbo bia onso betimi de aba na ye nyina ya keka bo maboa ama ye nyame som no etimi akoso na hyetwedem pojankopon enimunya yaboafo ne ejidifo nyina nyankopon kyerɛ maka kyerɛ me sɛ opinions are like na uses so betimi akyerɛ wadwene na aboa ye Alfred nyankopon kyerɛ sɛ wo bo adwuma ne George ma me abaye ma me tena nyankopon kyerɛ ma me Jennifer Suman na me Olivia Dan so me ma me adwa sɛ wa me sister Tafua ma me Flores Kokoma Margaret Sapo nyankopon kyerɛ pa afei Mr. Evans upon Prophet David Johnson your partner no sɛ me ko sisiri bo me na tuga great antivirus both MetaWorks minia Albert Braco minia Percy minia mamia masewa ene abusua aka ne nyina obi biara o ka me ho abusua ne nyina mamo nyina afishiapa adano eye osofo esi amase afishiapa ne nyanri ajisi yesi 2025 months amaye ho afishiapa because afena kwa ba behia ebehia da ben enyanhia cycle no ano no nyansi sesi eduse nti se siwia ye pema afishiapa but still baby odi ya ba bedu die de eka nyina ne se waye bi Ebenezer de odi ya bedu ye eno nti yetimi eka se ya ma ye nyina ye ho afishiapa yankopon ya aduma ebrefofo de be se ye hia makra mu nyina
afi why wadwin say ubeti kwan akoba bi ti say USA UK anase Canada edin ena ama wo twentwen so sika ne na wunie ana wo sika no nanso usuro say koreshi man bi bagi wo sika di ana eya asem bisa nanso weni ensem a eye taba ni papi na team esan say batakaya doso ama ye hu kramu papa se wo pese wo kwa abroche wo kwa ye adwuma na wo di sika eba fie eba ye japade abu abusua ma me nkamfo Jericho travel ento emfama omo nkoa na etimi di omo nsasi omo bu Ghana ha eka kyerɛw sɛ yebɛma 2 years working visa na ne bo no ɛda fam a wonti aka yebɛyɛ bibia de ama na wokodu hɔ a wayɛ adwuma atu aka ɛno ne yɛfɛ no work and pay wahu sɛ sese deɛ akwanya sonkwa ma wo sɛ wobɛtumi atu kwan wɔ abra awotɔsuo wom ɛyɛ Jericho travel and tour 2 years contract visa ɛne yɛde ma wo ɛyɛ ade a wonti ahwee na mom sɛ wokodu a na wayɛ adwuma atu aka ɛne ɛwɛ deɛ atagye yate dene Jericho travel and tour bɛfa bibia na mom deɛ wobɛtua ɛyɛ wo medicals ɛna afei police report afei so lawyer obɛgyina mfini na wadi adanseɛ sɛ yɛde wo tu kwan sɛ nkurɔfoɔ mien sɛn sika na abɛtua ɛno akyi no abusua fa passport woni bi nso ɛbɛyɛ bi ama na yɛmfa wo nkɔ USA Canada ɛna afei UK yɛ branches no ɛdɔɔso yɛ head office ɛwɔ Mankasim ɛna afei baako ɛwɔ Brekum Chiriba ɛna wɔ Drobo nso yɛwɔ agent kɛseɛ wɔ hɔ a sɛ wone no twetwe nkɔmɔ a ɛkyɛmu biara wɔde bɛma wo ɛno nti wɔ Drobo frɛ yɛ agent no ɛwɔ 0549193861 ɛna afei wɔ Brekum Chiriba frɛ 0553373157 Jericho travel and tour sɛ yɛnka nkyerɛw sɛ afei wobɛkɔ aburokyiro etimensuro sanse yɛde hyehyɛ pa a emu da hɔ ɛde ama wo wondua sika no weyɛ work and pay ɛna ade kɔ USA Canada ɛna afei UK yɛka sɛ Jericho travel and tour na wagye sɛ yɛde wo bɛdu ntɛm